So 5 basics for optimal health. Food, water, food, rest, exercise, owning your power, choosing to take responsibility. The father of medicine said, let food be your medicine. Whether it be food supplements or the food that you eat. So we look at the quantity, quality, and frequency of food. Okay? And this is all based upon creating proper blood sugar metabolism. The key is we want to keep the rhythm going. We want to keep the rhythm going. So we want to have a serving of protein every couple hours, every 2 hours. Everybody open up their hand. Go like this. Go like this. That's your serving right here. What's in there? What's in your palm? That's a serving of protein. Your size palm is like, it might be like mine, but it might not be. How big your palm is a serving of protein. That's the size of protein you want to be having every couple hours. In the book, The Power of Infinite Love and Gratitude, it goes through the eating program that I recommend. Making sure that you eat protein every couple hours is so important to keep your blood sugar in a proper balanced place.
Should you have a vegetable with it too? Just to help?
That would be great. A green vegetable would be wonderful. Quality foods. Avoid processed food, sugar. Foods that are metabolized like sugar. Choose organic produce and antibiotic hormone-free meats, fish and poultry. Eat a serving of protein every 2 hours and a minimum of 9 ounces of red meat per week. Momin hasn't had red meat in 25 years. Infinite love and gratitude, that's totally fine. That's his choice, right? It's all about will. What I have found is that at this point on this planet, unless you are from Eastern Indian origin, you do not have the enzymes to break down proteins from non-meat sources. And so what ends up happening is you miss out on certain amino acids that help to keep a clear, open communication between the liver, the pancreas, and the adrenal glands. And it is that connection between the liver, pancreas, and adrenals that allow the blood sugar to stay balanced. The liver is in charge. The liver, through the amino acid L-methionine, is able to tell the pancreas, hey, pancreas, just had lunch. I want you to produce this amount of insulin at this time. Okay? Insulin does it, downloads it in the system, keeping the blood sugar balanced. Liver sitting back, everything's groovy. Blood sugar starting to go low. Liver sends a signal to the adrenal glands to say, adrenals, I need you to send out some glucocorticoids, adrenaline, to raise blood glucose levels. I need you to do this in this amount at this time. Sends over the L-methionine. Adrenals go, no problem. Sends it down. Everybody's great. But the issue is that when you are not breaking down protein properly, which means you don't have proper HCl betaine pepsin within your stomach, so you're not breaking down protein properly, or you just don't eat red meat and you're not able to break it down from non-meat sources because you don't have that genetic disposition, then the liver isn't able to communicate. The liver goes like this. Here's a computer screen. We had the meal. Liver sleeping. All this food's coming in. All of a sudden the liver gets startled awake. It goes, whoa, pancreas, what's up? Why aren't you secreting insulin? We need this. Do it now. I never got the message. Do it now. Secretes insulin, and then what happens is it secretes a ton of insulin. And we go like this. And we get a major lull. At this point is when the person goes for a root beer, a Coca-Cola, a Snickers satisfies you, something like that, to bring yourself up, or has an emotional outburst of anger, which anger then raises your adrenal glands to kick your blood sugar up. And that does raise your blood sugar, but it's a very inefficient way of metabolizing your blood sugar going in that cycle. The key is to keep your blood sugar balanced. So the quantity, quality, and frequency of the foods that you eat will have a huge impact on multiple different functions, both physically and emotionally, and how you move through your life. So once somebody has followed what I recommend, once somebody has followed this eating program for a month and really being on it, then after that month, and they're being treated by their Lifeline practitioner or somebody else that does TBM that's able to balance blood sugar, different things like that, then we go into the 80-20 rule. And 80-20 means 80% of the time you want to be 100% on this program. 80% of the time you want to be eating protein every couple hours, avoiding sugars, getting your minimal amount of antibiotic hormone-free 9 ounces of red meat per week, and so forth and so on, eating fruits and vegetables, enjoying it in that way. Okay? It means that, hey, I'm having the greatest day of my life. I love this day. You know what? I would like to go to a Cubs game and enjoy that. Or I'd like to have a piece of tiramisu or a glass of wine or whatever it might be. But if I'm having a day where I am like, and I'm just so stressed out, and I'm so upset, or my back hurts, or something is emotionally or physically out of sorts, I don't want to touch anything on the no-no list. Because both the no-no list of sugar, the foods that cause this response of insulin secretion and emotional or physical upset, both of those mimic each other in how we respond in the body. And if your body has to deal with physical stress of pain or emotional stress of life, and then you eat foods which are difficult to digest, metabolize, and excrete, boom, you're going down. And that's what we usually run for. I want that chocolate, I want that sweet, I want whatever it might be. So it's about really being consciously eating emotionally in tune with how you feel in a particular moment when you put something in your mouth. So important. That in of itself, if you never follow this 100% about being on this way, if you just go, I'm having a great day, it's okay for me to stray off, but in the middle of straying off, I get that voice that sounds similar to my voice. It says, don't do it, don't do it. Then you don't do it. Then you don't do it. And then you go, I'm going to drink some water, I'm going to follow the program. So important moment. Yes, everybody has their own belief structures. I am 100% okay with that. Some people don't want to eat meat because of this or that. I'm so fine with that. You make the choices that you do. But I have found across the board that not eating meat, when people come in and they're vegetarian or vegan, I find them sick. I find them inflamed. I find that they have issues that are going on within their physical and emotional systems and being able to adapt. And so it's just about choices and then getting back into it. It's like, wow. So if you haven't had red meat in a long time and you're like, well, maybe I should start to do it, you definitely need to be on HCl betaine pepsin so you can break it down.
Now, I've had like turkey and fish, but just not red meat.
Oh, okay.
Because I heard that was the worst red meat.
Yeah, and it just matters. Red meat's the worst when you eat it from commercial farmers. You know, then it's disgusting. Then it's horrible. We don't want to support farming like that. We don't want to support any aspect of agriculture in that way. But there are, yeah, but it's just more of, what I'm talking about is free range, farming, in cows and cattle and wild caught fish that is really tremendous. I talked to this farmer up in Wisconsin who, they have free range cows and she goes, we love our animals. And people think we're weird about this, but we love them. They're our pets, we love them. And I'm like, that is so sweet. No, I really get it. I really get that you love them. And so that's different. There's a difference within that.
Is there also a difference between grass-fed and grain-fed?
Yeah.
You can have organic, but they're grain-fed, and
right.
The meat is very different.
Right. And the grass-fed has higher amounts of essential fatty acids within it. The grain-fed has the same sugar metabolism issues that we do. And so, you get those stress hormones within the meat then from grain-fed.
But I just want to clarify, when you say red meat, does that include turkey? Chicken?
No.
No, you're saying beef.
Beef, venison, buffalo.
Lamb.
Lamb for Middle Eastern. Because they've been eating it for generations, their body processes it in that way.
And then the sweetener, I noticed, what about, you said no stevia?
Correct.
Stevia, why? Because it's a fiber.
Affects the blood sugar.
It really does.
And the whole thing about it is, different people respond differently. And if you have a question like, oh, can I use agave syrup or something like that, muscle test somebody. But my recommendation is follow this strictly for a month. Really do it. Go on out of this weekend and go, you know what? I'm following the 5 basics. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to do it. And follow it for a month. Get yourself hydrated. Get your blood sugar balanced. Start getting good sleep cycles. Get on an exercise program. Start loving yourself and looking through God's eyes, looking through eyes of love, non-judgment. Every challenge is an opportunity. Check it out. Make this next month your beginning month so that you just go into the 80-20. You'll shift in a big way. So we look at sugar. These are interesting statistics. The average person eats approximately 1/2 pound per day, or 1 8-ounce glass, 227 grams of sugar. That's approximately 183 pounds of sugar a year. Eating too much sugar triggers a vicious cycle of sugar cravings, increased insulin production, increased appetite, until you are in a cycle of cravings, binging, and crashing all day long. Not just refined sugar, white bread, pasta, white rice, white potatoes. Other names for sugar: corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup, sucrose, glucose, maltose, dextrose, lactose, fructose, fruit concentrate, honey, barley malt, maple sugar, suca nut, natural cane sugar, dehydrated cane juice, brown sugar, turbinado sugar, and invert sugar. Side effects of aspartame. Don't admit it if you use it. Just don't you ever use it again. I mean it. Don't you ever use it again. That is, to me, if there's evil on this planet, it is the people that are behind who makes this. It is incredible. It is incredible, and it is everywhere. Diet soda, so forth and so on. The thing that makes me viciously angry is that it's in Flintstone vitamins for children. Viciously angry. But some people... So is what? Black tar. And so, I'd rather eat the black tar, though. Aspartame breaks down into formaldehyde, formic acid, and phenylalanine. And so at 90 degrees, and the body's 98 degrees, it goes through this process of metabolism that formaldehyde's great for preserving dead bodies. Yeah. Formic acid and phenylalanine are neurotoxins. They destroy the blood-brain barrier. The blood-brain barrier is a very special barrier that keeps the brain protected from toxic insult. It's there for a purpose. When it's destroyed, now the brain is fair game for anything. Very specific things will cross the blood-brain barrier. Glucose does, dimethyltryptamine does. There's certain chemicals that will cross it. But it shouldn't be gaping holes to let anything in. So you look at all these neurological types of brain things that are going on. Boom. Here's the thing, though. Infinite love and gratitude. There are people on this planet, shamans, yogis, different aspects of people that have gone to the level of being truly conscious, where I could take this poison and I could swallow it and it would never affect me whatsoever. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Everything that you put in your mouth, infinite love and gratitude. Harmonize it. Infinite love and gratitude. Everything. That's why in each and every moment, every minute of your life, start to train yourself to think, feel, and act with infinite love and gratitude. That way, the ever-present poisons and toxins that are there no longer have the same type of impact on you. Okay? And I'm sure you guys read through that as I was going through. The basics of the sugar control program are in the book from page 155 to 160. Everybody who comes into my office, we go through, and they have a copy of the book, and we go through in the book and we look at, here's the 5 basics. Reclaiming your life, owning your power. This last half of the book is all about how to take responsibility for your life. The people that you're working with Everybody that you work with, if you want them to get what you're doing and to have a belief structure in what you're doing, have a book for them. Go ahead, Jerry.
The page references are different in the paperback. It starts on page 177.
Yeah, so this is for the hardcover.
For the hardcover.
Yeah, but so we go through it, and so that way on the second visit in, on the first visit, we set the goals, take the history, set the goals, do an initial treatment, and I say the next time you're coming in, we're going to go through the 5 basics for optimal health. People want to get well. People want to be informed. They want to be educated. They want to be empowered. And so you go through the book with them, and you bring out a little highlighter, or you fold a page, and you mark it. And they will be so pleased and happy that you showed them how to do it. And what a gift. What a gift. Simple things. Tips and tricks for staying on the program. Set a goal. Commit yourself to it. Start this weekend. Monday for the next month, I'm 100% on it. Plan, plan, plan. Stock up on program foods. Make shopping lists. Get rid of all non-program foods to make it easier on you if you're having low, willpower. Keep a supply of snack foods on hand. Get the whole family or a good friend involved in the program. Carry snacks and other necessary foods with you when you travel. Use a minimum of a quart-sized container of drinking water. Measure it, drink it every day. Use the Sugar Control Bible and Cookbook for recipe ideas. Cook for yourself and friends. I don't know how to cook. Learn. Learn. Brian Goodhart, he's one of the greatest cooks I know. He's awesome. So is Barbara May. Wow, Barbara. Oh, you are so awesome. She's awesome. She, when we had our daughter, she made us an incredible meal and brought it over to our house. It was so wonderful. It was like amazing. And my wife she'll never eat like chicken off the bone or anything like that. I mean, I couldn't stop her. It was unbelievable. Wow. It was so cool. Yeah, there's just so much love that went in it, But it's so nice when you cook for yourself or for other people. It really feels good. You can feel it. It's a mitzvah. It's a nice thing. So what does this mean? Portal.